So, good morning, team. It's Saturday, March 3rd, and we're going to start out today by recognizing all the hustlers in the group that made Success Club. So, Michelle hit Success Club 10. Yay! Huge deal. It's very awesome. And Maggie, who's not on our call, and Jenny hit Success Club 8. Which is awesome. And Kendra hit Success Club 6. So way to go. Okay. Well, good job, you guys. I know that you were working hard and rocking Team Cup last month. So that's very, very awesome. Quite an accomplishment. And then I don't know if everybody saw, but the March promotion is a bag of Daily Sunshine for $99.95. And it's called the Spring Break Price. So I don't know if you want to share that with your customers. I just kind of put a post out talking about picky eaters.
And that's a really good deal because it's normally $130, same as Shakeology, and you get Success Club points for it too. So yeah, great time to promote that one.
Yeah, I thought so too. And so then I wanted to just talk some more. I caught the National Wake Up Call a couple of weeks ago from Jenny Guthrie, who's like a 5-star, I don't remember, like she's doing great in her business. And so she had a couple of really cool nuggets to share. So the main thing that she focused on was driving her posts as if she were talking to one person in particular. So she would like wake up and set this goal for herself that by the 10th of the month, I'm going to have 20 people that I've generated these conversations with. And so she said that before she generates the conversation, she would gear a post toward a specific person in mind. So she's like done, she's looked through and been like, okay, this is who I'm going to reach out to today. And she bases the posts on 5 personal things about herself. So one of the things that she said was, she's like, I'm awkward. I'm kind of weird. And so I will post something like vulnerable, like, oh gosh, I caught myself in this awkward situation because I blah, blah, blah. And just made them really engaging. And after she would do that, she would kind of watch those posts and see who liked them or who commented on them. And then she would make a daily list of people that she would message. And she said that she would never message them with an invitation. She would message them with thanking them for liking her page or complimenting them on something. And then when they would reply back, because everybody, if you thank someone, they're going to comment back and be like, oh gosh, you're so welcome, and a lot of the time they're going to say, you're really like, you're rocking right now. You look so good, or something, whatever you've been, posting about. And then she would compliment on something, and then like after the 3rd or 4th back and forth in the message, then she would ask him a question. And so she does this 20 times by the 10th of the month. So when she goes to post about her next challenge group, all of those people are already in. Like when she goes to post about her challenge, they're like, oh, like the work is already done for her. She doesn't have to generate separate conversations about her business because she's already had all of these other conversations. Things that she said for her, the personal traits that besides being awkward, where she posts about her marriage, she posts about her animals, and anytime someone asks for a recipe, she said that she has already gone through and created like meal prep documents from Beachbody blog or different recipes from different meal plans, and she'll just give it to them. Just like, hey, you were asking about a recipe. This is from one of our programs, 21 Day Fix. Here it is. And she said that people are so grateful for that that drives her business. And What else did she say? She said that since she's been doing it this way, this has taken so much stress off of her, feeling like she has to hit Success Club every month, and she doesn't focus on that number as much as she focuses on creating genuine relationships for people that she is going to be working with. And then she also said, I don't know if anybody in our group does it. I've never seen it before, but she said she attaches a Google form to her invitation. Kendra, have you ever seen that or done that? Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who does really well with that. Teresa Schrader, she's in Team Rockstar Fit. She definitely has stuff like that. I think Trina's been doing this too. So attaching it to an invite, is that what you said? Or attaching it, yeah. So it would be something like, hey, I saw that, you wanted more information on my challenge group or whatever. You can fill out this quick form. It's like a health assessment form kind of thing. But tell me a little bit about, what's worked for you in the past, or what hasn't worked. What kind of exercise do you enjoy? What are you looking to achieve? Just kind of your goals, like just so you get a better profile on the person. So you already go into the conversation like with answers.
Sure.
And, if you have a scheduling link for them to go into your calendar and schedule a Zoom with you, then that would be ideal. They can fill out a quick form and then just schedule a time to talk with you.
Very cool. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Something right there, huh?
Dang it. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. This is good info. I didn't catch that one. I missed this wake-up call, so this is really good. I like the idea of building trust with your potential customers before it comes down to the actual time you want to invite them, so there's already the relationships in place. I think that's key, and it's something that we don't always do.
Yeah. And she really, going back to the recipes that that she shares, she said that was just one of the ways to offer value before you ever give them an invitation. So they're already feeling grateful and feeling connected to you. And I really wish I could remember. It was something. Well, and the other thing was setting daily, weekly, and monthly goals, which I know we talk about all the time. And we even talked about in our Team Cup meeting, but we've really, I need more accountability in that area. So I didn't know if anybody else was feeling like that too in their business. I don't know. I don't know what I need. I need a spreadsheet or something where I've got to check a box every day.
And we have that in a couple of different forms, Erica, or anybody that needs it.
Yeah.
There is the business activity tracker is from Beachbody, is in our back office. So you can look at that and see if that one works for you. I also created my own checklist. It's just a daily checklist that is, I tailored it to myself. And so I don't know that it will work for everybody. I have it with different things for each day of the week. Some of the things are the same every day, but then there's some things, obviously on Mondays, I've got the National Wake Up Call is on there, and, so different days are different things. But you might want to just, take the time to create that for yourself. What, you know, what are the things you want to do each day, and then make your own little checklist so you can check your boxes off.
If you go into any of the team pages, Extreme, Team Rockstar Fit, my team, any of the teams that Team Upgrade, search in the files for like activity tracker or just tracker or something, some kind of keyword, anything that has to do with that will pop up, and there's tons of them, old to new, revised ones, and different, you know, different types. So
Cool.
you can just create your own from a mesh of different ones.
Yeah. One of the things that she said that I thought was really kind of cool was that she stalked her coach for months before she committed. And she said, like, don't forget there are people out there like that. They're not even going to click like on your comments or your posts because they're so scared, but they're out there. And creating this system has gotten those people, like, that's how she's engaged with them. So it was great. Yeah. Maggie, welcome. We did Success Club recognition at the beginning of the meeting. So congratulations on hitting Success Club 8 this month, or last month, I guess.
Thanks.
Rockstar. It.
I would love to hear from Maggie and Michelle, if you guys, like, I don't want to put you on the spot, but just like, what do you feel like you did last month that, you know, that helped you get to Success Club and like get those high numbers?
Yeah.
Well, I talked a lot, but really those last couple of people, I think the last day of February that signed up were people I've been friends with on Facebook for years and don't like any of my posts, don't comment on any of my posts, and sent me a message and said, okay, I've got to do this. And one even just sent me a message and said, I went ahead and signed up. I don't know anything about it except for what you post, but give me the details now. It's kind of like out of the blue for two of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So consistency in putting your message out there, right?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, the people that I signed up, I think it's been more than just this last month, but I mean, I hustled a lot this, you know, for February, but those are people that have been following me since I signed up as a coach back in November. They've had interest. I've kind of kept conversations going with them. And then when we had all these promotions come up, you know, the $10 off, hey, you get in on Pot of Gold. And then I also threw in my own little, if you sign up in the month of February, I'll send you a sample of Energize. So just to make sure of all of those things was enough to get those people who have been following me for months to finally take that step.
There's so many like nuggets in that little thing that you just said right there.
Yeah.
Like just offering little extras, and the fact that you just like, you didn't give up on those people. You kept following up with them and following up with them. Because I think, you know, sometimes it feels like we're bugging people or whatever. It's like, oh, you know, they know what I'm doing. We've talked about it, you know, 5 times already. Like, I don't want to bug them. And you can't have that kind of mentality, because the fact is, if they've said they're interested, they're interested. They're not going to tell you that they are if they're not. And if they do, then that's just weird. So then it's on them. But I mean, you know, like for real, you got to just stay on them, because the thing is, like, it's more our priority than theirs. And so, you know, it's our responsibility to keep reminding them of it. Oh my God, Maggie, you look friggin' amazing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Like, you had your arm up a second ago and it's all like chiseled, and then you just like walked by. I'm like, oh my God, you look really good.
All those damn push-ups.
Oh my gosh. I'm starting on Monday, so.
Oh, yay.
I'm going to keep that image of you right there in my mind when I want to quit. That's awesome. Yeah, anyways, like, I don't know, just don't ever feel like you're bugging people. We're helping people, you know, we're totally helping people. So that's so awesome. I'm proud of you guys. Now it's a new month. You got to do it again. Cool.
Kendra, have you thought about doing any like coach sneak peeks or a sneak peek into a challenge?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe in March, or I'm just curious?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to like, let's just hold me to it and set a date. Is that, I still have my February calendar. I gotta get into March here. When would be a good time? I'll do it.
I'm not sure. I was just curious.
You know, when would be good, because I think we're going to have some team hype from the Pot of Gold challenge. So either, you know, while that's going on or right when it ends. What do you guys think? When would be a good time as far as that goes?
We used to do them at, what was it, the third Thursday of the month?
I think.
So that's the 22nd.
I'd like to do one before that, I think.
Or actually it's the 15th if you count, was Thursday the 1st, but that would be the week after the Pot of Gold ends.
The 15th would be great, I think.
Before it ends.
Yeah, do you guys think before it ends? Like while it's still going on and there's like people are hyped up in the middle of it, or right after it ends?
How about right before it ends? Like the last couple of days.
Yeah, let's do the 15th. Coaching sneak peek, yeah?
Yeah.
And how should I do it? Like do a Facebook Live or do a Zoom or what?
Whatever's easiest for people to access. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to go live in the Pot of Gold page, like something like that.
Well, then people that aren't in there can't.
Yeah, you have to do it separate from that challenge group so other people can join it. So you can do like live in the event page, create an event, then go live in there, or create an event and post the Zoom link. I just think when you do a Zoom, a lot of people that have never used it aren't likely to download it and do all that just to hear you talk about your business. Mm-hmm. So if you were to just go live in the event page, even if they haven't clicked going yet, but they've been invited, they'll get a notification that so-and-so is live in this event. And that kind of may trigger somebody to go, oh, cool. And then it will stay in there. That live video will be in that event page.
Cool.
And then maybe just keep the event open, like a couple days after, so that it doesn't go away.
That's right. What I was just thinking about is the going away part of it. What if there was a group versus an event?
Yeah.
Do you think people would, I don't know, do you think people would join it? I know people sometimes are like, don't add me to a group, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
I don't just mean you, Maria, all of us.
When you do a group, you've got to have that group ongoing, haven't you? It's something, when you start a group, that group is ongoing, and then sooner or later, sometimes you stop posting in that group, so that's an old group, but it's still there. Whereas if you do an event, like Maria said, that event is something to turn up for. We're creating an event for you to turn up to, and then they can watch that on the playback if they want to, if you know. So I think an event is more kind of
And if you make the event for like a certain date, it's done after that date. So if you make it for like a time period, it'll stay open. You know what I mean? If it's from like Monday to the next Monday of that week, it'll stay open. And then whatever gets posted in that group during that, you know, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday before you go live. Sorry, my dogs are freaking out. it'll still be in there instead of like if you have the event on the 15th, the 16th, that event page doesn't go away, but they won't get notifications anymore. They won't see it in their events unless they go to past events. You know what I mean?
The only thing I'm thinking with a group is that we can continue to do them periodically.
Keep it open, yeah.
Yeah, and then like every time we do a new one, the people who were in there the time before and the time before will see it again. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Team Rockstar Fit has a group like that.
Yeah.
And we could have different people go in there and talk, you know, so it's not like just me all the time or whatever.
Yeah, it could be like an ongoing group about, about coaching and our team and different things, So when you have a prospective coach or somebody that you're talking to, you can add them to that group so they get information, kind of like we did the UK thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
How we had a UK group, we were like building them up until that event happened. And then you know what I mean? And just kind of keep posting in there every once in a while. We can all be adding people in the meantime, or, once they become a coach, take them out of the group or keep them in if they want to invite people to it.
Yeah.
Either or. So it could just be we need like a good name or whatever, you know what I mean? Not like
welcome to Beachbody Coaching.
No. But and not even, Coach University or anything like that. Like nothing to do with, I don't know, opportunity something, or I don't know.
Team. People love to be part of a team or a tribe or, I don't know, something like that maybe.
Yeah. Or something to do with kind of like what it does for us, like something about like freedom or
that's what I was just thinking too, like
it's raining.
Okay,
let me think on that and I'll open something up. But I like that idea too, because then they don't have to wait for.
Didn't we have something like that before, Kendra? I feel like we've done this before. And maybe there's a group out there, and we can just revive it, refresh it. I don't know.
Let me look at my groups. Let's see.
I know.
Hundreds of groups, I think. I like this idea though. It's good. And then you can draw people in anytime and they can go look at stuff that's already been posted previously. So
and every so often post in there about, what's going on with our company and our team. Different things like that. If there's a live event coming up where you're at, maybe you want them to come with you. Super Saturday's coming up. I think it's April. Hold on, let me look. April 7th.
I just looked on there. Where did you? I just looked and the only thing I saw was July something.
I got it. I think I got it from my SoCal. It's in the SoCal group.
Oh.
April 7th is Super Saturday, at least over here in San Diego. It could be a Super Sunday somewhere else, or the UK maybe having it the weekend after. I don't know. But it's around the first week of April. So, we can start posting of it. That'll invite people to that. That's an awesome event to bring prospective coaches to that maybe are on the fence, and it's really good to have something live, instead of just you and coming from other people, so they see that you're not just trying to sell them something, that this is a real thing and it's a real life-changing opportunity for somebody. They see stories from different coaches from all over the nation and around the world, and they're not just hearing your story and what it's done for you. You know what I mean?
UK's got,
and then they get to try out work.
The CEO's coming to the UK. So he's doing an event in the UK on the 16th and 17th of March, where you can bring prospects to and coach.
That's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Unfortunately, I've got a AGM that weekend, so I'm more or less hoping that I don't get voted back onto the board of directors, because if I don't, then I'm free the Sunday. But if I do get voted back onto the board of directors, I'm not able to come. And the thing is, he's in Manchester, and that's where my meeting is. So I have to travel about 300 miles to Manchester. And that same weekend that I'm traveling to Manchester is when the CEO is going to be in Manchester.
Well, hopefully you can go on Sunday.
But I'm in an AGM for the whole day. For the time he's there, I'm in the AGM, so I don't know what to do. But God will provide.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah.
Somebody will live feed it, and then you can watch it. And
Yeah, hopefully. And England's got you had your $10 off in February. We've got an additional month in March, and we get £20 off challenge packs.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah. So that's what we're promoting at the moment.
That's good to know, because I'm still trying to talk to people from the UK from, before the launch happened. So that's good for me to know that, that you have some.
I'm trying to make a note of all the wake up calls and Zoom meetings we have in the UK, and then I'll send you the list, because I keep between the US and the UK and the wake up calls here and the wake up calls there. There's a lot of training going on, and so I'm getting, sometimes I'm at work and I've got my earphones on, and so I'll try and get a list and circulate it. But yeah, there is a lot of good training going on, and a lot of good support here as well.
Good.
Let me ask you, Karen, what your thoughts were about the Rock the Business training. Were you able to complete that training, the Rock the Business, through Team Rockstar Fit?
You're gonna have to remind me what it is, because I'm not familiar with the.
It was the business training through the Challenge Tracker app that Team Rockstar Fit did. You were in the group, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe
so
that
was where. Okay, that's on the app, and that's where I lodged my workouts and my Shakeology, and then there was a group of training. To be fair, I didn't have much time to look at it, but I know I can go back, and I know it was in steps, like number 1 training, number 2 training. So I know I can go back, and I could have actually looked at some, but as I say, every moment I've sort of had, I've actually plunged myself in some kind of training, because there's a lot of coaching training going on. There's a couple of times the CEO has done some training as well, and I've listened to challenge group trainings and
and I know you're in the UK Beachbody group.
Yeah.
That's good. There's a lot of stuff going on in there, different things.
SJ. There's I've done. I think I've forwarded one to you, and one of the UK coaches told us about recruiting 20 in 30 days or something like that. So even though I didn't, I've done a lot of what she actually did say, and I'm now getting over. Even though I've done this before in the previous business, we all get this kind of our mouths just clamp up, and I'm now getting over I'm getting over it now. So I'm like inviting. So my goal at the moment is to invite 4 people a day, whether it's to the business, to the freebie, or I just talk about Beachbody. And luckily yesterday at work, there was no managers. So I actually spent spent an hour going around the office, and I actually got 7 people's names, and 1 person hopefully is going to actually sign up for a pack. So I'm actually coming out of my comfort zone, and I've done some Instagram training with one of your Beachbody diamonds. I think that's who's the pregnant one.
Sorry,
you've got you've got a diamond ring. Who is pregnant? Is it
US or here?
It's
it's blonde.
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Yeah. So I watched her training the other day. Yeah, I watched her training the other day, and I've still got to get comfortable with Insta stories, but I am being more prominent on Instagram. and it does work because I am getting people. I'm getting followers now, which I haven't bothered with Instagram at all. So
what's your handle on Instagram?
Kazcor, I believe. Kazcor. Yeah, so I'm doing that on Instagram, and I'm actually making my posts a bit more. I add value to my posts now. So I didn't really, well, one of the things is you add value. You don't just say, I'm in Costa Coffee having a coffee. You actually add some value to it by saying, oh my gosh, I've just finished the workout and just managed to run into Costa Coffee to get a coffee. And you actually add, with every post you do, you put a beach body twist on it, as in, now going for my workout, just finished my workout. I'm so glad I didn't have to go to the gym today because I wouldn't have had time to go to Sainsbury's to do my shopping. You add some kind of value to whatever post you do. So that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I'm just sort of like, I'm plunging myself in Beachbody, which makes me go out there and do more and makes me more comfortable with it. I'm showing the opportunity and things like that. So I'm having a good time at the moment. I'm in the right direction. So yeah.
Good. I'm going to just stop our recording because I have a cheap account and I'll run out of time.